This story is proof that if we have the courage and take the right step at the right time, we can not only save our own lives but also the lives of others. Sarah's bravery and Ethan's innocence uncovered a great injustice, saving many innocent lives. 7-year-old Ethan runs up to Officer Sarah. The scene begins on a bustling street, where people are busy with their lives. The camera focuses on a small child running barefoot, his face terrified and tears in his eyes. Ethan, 7-year-old boy, runs with his tiny legs, reaching Officer Sarah. His hands are trembling, and he's panting heavily. He pulls at Sarah's uniform with his small fingers. Sarah looks down at him, her face soft and full of empathy. Ethan, slowly, in a panicked tone, please save me, they will kill me. His small hands trembling as he tugs at her uniform. Leaning in, he whispers 5 words that make her freeze. The color drains from her face, and within seconds, tears well up in her eyes. What he says will change everything. Sarah's reaction. Sarah's eyes widen in shock and fear. Her face turns pale. Sarah, who, sweetie? Who wants to hurt you? Ethan, shivering, my dad, and his friends, they make me do weird things, they hurt me. At this, tears fill Sarah's eyes. She quickly radios for help and ushers Ethan into her car. Sarah drives Ethan toward the police station, speeding along. On the way, she reassures him, but he is still trembling. Ethan is wrapped in a blanket, holding a warm cup of hot chocolate, but still shaking. Sarah kneels in front of him, looking at him gently. Sarah, sweetie, tell me everything. What happened? Ethan, with tears in his eyes, in a quiet voice, my dad's friends come over, they all do drugs, and then they take me to a dark room, they scream at me, make me do strange things, they hurt me. I'm so scared. Sarah's heart sinks. She tries hard to control her emotions. The investigation begins. Sarah and her partner, Detective Mark, immediately start taking action. Sarah spends time with Ethan, gathering more details from him and reassuring him that he's safe now. Meanwhile, Mark collects evidence of Jacob's criminal activities. Jacob doesn't seem like an ordinary guy. His criminal record shows multiple cases. Sarah, angrily, we need to move fast. If he finds out Ethan spoke to the police, he'll kill him. Sarah starts looking for more witnesses and evidence. She checks missing children reports and realizes Jacob might be involved in those cases as well. Soon, they have built a strong case and decide to arrest Jacob. They immediately head toward Jacob's house, accompanied by a full police team. Sarah, seriously, we need solid evidence to make sure Jacob can't escape the law. Mark, yes, we need to figure out who else is involved in his network. Sarah and Mark talk to more witnesses, send some evidence to the lab, and gather information from a secret informant. Soon, they have irrefutable evidence against Jacob. Horrifying revelation. It's nighttime. The police are parked outside Jacob's house. A dim light shines from within. Sarah and Mark break the door down and enter. Inside the house is a terrifying scene. Drug paraphernalia is scattered on the table, and there's a door at the back where the sobbing of a child can be heard. Sarah quickly opens the door and is stunned by what she sees. A small room with many pictures of children on the walls. Some of them are of Ethan. There's an open trapdoor leading to a secret basement where another child is shaking in fear. Sarah, in shock, this wasn't just Ethan's problem, it's a whole network. Confrontation. Suddenly, Jacob and his associates appear, armed with guns. Jacob, angrily, you shouldn't have come here, officer. Sarah, you've done enough harm, Jacob. It's time for you to pay for your sins. Firing breaks out, but the trained police team quickly subdues Jacob and his associates. Jacob is arrested. Ethan and the other children are now safe. Ethan is in a hospital room, and Sarah is sitting beside him. Ethan's face looks a little better, though there's still a hint of pain in his eyes. Sarah, you don't ever have to be afraid again, Ethan. You'll start a new life. Ethan, with a faint smile, will I ever be happy again? Sarah, holding his hand, yes, sweetheart. I promise you. Sarah lifts Ethan into her arms. The camera zooms out, and in the background, the sun is rising, symbolizing a new hope.